Mr. Prompt, I cannot overstate my gratitude to be here.
When's the murder mystery start?
I do declare.
Look on that dude's face.
What you doing here? Who invited Foghorn Leghorn up in here? I'll say now. Is this where the party is? Is this where you find them onions of glass, sir?
Oh, I do apologize. He loves saying that.
I do apologize. Was I not invited? Hell no, you weren't invited.
Get your country ass back on the boat.
Where them onions at? I do declare. You saw the first Glass Onion.
The first.
I'm sorry, the first. We're going to do Knives Out. So you saw the first Knives Out. Yeah, did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it all right. It's all right.
Yeah, that's right. I liked it more than you did at the time.
Yeah.
It's one of Julian's favorite movies over
Well,
here.
it is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much. Which is why I was disappointed that I did not get to see the second Knives Out. You know, I went to go see this, and this turned out to be the mystery of the missing movie.
Oh, that's right.
Because it was in the papers.
Uh-huh.
It was listed as showing at a certain theater at a certain time. And I went over there, and the poor manager, she was like, well, the projectionist, he's doing his best to get it to show. I don't know, it just keeps being a blank screen on the projector. And I said, well, at the time said to come here, and she's like, yeah, they just haven't sent us the movie. I don't know what's happening. I went to the car and tried to see what the mistake was. Netflix yanked this movie without letting anybody know. That poor woman was in there trying to figure out why her movie wasn't showing, and Netflix didn't bother to tell her anything at all.
I'm sure they sent the memo early on and said, like, you only have until this day, and people were like,
Yeah, she didn't pay no attention at all. Wasn't paying attention to the clues at all. Now, I should have went in there.
She's no Benoit Blanc.
No. And I could have been that part. I could have gone in and been the world's greatest detective, explain why. Well, madam, you see? I don't feel like walking back in there, so I just drove off and got something to eat. But yeah, people, I was disappointed because I've been hearing some really great things about this movie, and I wanted to see this. And we had... The reason why this was not done sooner is because they had not one, but two screenings of this motion picture for us, and both of those were in conflict with something else. One of them I have no regrets. That was in The Menu. I love that movie, so I was glad to see that. But I just assume that, well, I get Netflix screeners all the time. They'll send one over. And Kevin asked, he said, well, hey, where's our screener for, maybe it's what he asked. Hey, wait a minute, where's our screener for Glass Onion? We didn't get it yet. And they said, you ain't gonna get it.
You better wait like everybody goddamn else.
We didn't see. Did you notice we yanked that shit from the theaters? What makes you so special? Now, saw that goddamn mystery. So, yeah, they didn't send us any screener for this at all. So, like the common folk out there, I just had to wait. And unfortunately, I was not able to see it over the weekend due to the holidays, but hey, as they say, better late than never. Finally got to see Knives Out 2, Glass Onion, and we're going to see if this is as good or better than the first one. For Martin, it's like, well, you can't go nowhere but with this one. I didn't say.
I said the first one was all right.
I know. You did.
Yeah.
I'm being an asshole. As Martin said, Professor Ass. I know. That was not right. That was not cool. But we'll see if you like this better than the first one.
Okay.
Or maybe you like it less. Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It could go either way.
Well, we'll find out when we watch this trailer and we do our review right after this.
Mr. Prompt, I cannot overstate my gratitude to be here.
When's the murder mystery start?
I do declare.
Look on that dude's face.
Yeah,
Fuck you doing here?
Shit, who invited Foghorn Leghorn up in here? I'll say now. Is this where the party is? Is this where you find them onions of glass, sir?
Oh, I do apologize. He loves saying that.
I do apologize. Was I not invited? Hell no, you weren't invited.
Get your country ass back on the boat.
Where them onions at? I do declare.
that person wins our game. Any questions?
Halle Berry. That has
He really is country boy. Just eating the food before everybody eats. I'm so Halle Berry, what y'all putting this here thing? Boy, these glass onions sure is spicy.
Boy, I say boy.
Hey, could somebody kill him? Murder his ass?
Yeah, now see, you need to get you some niggers servants. they know how to cook your food.
Boy, look, it'd be funny if you looked at old arm, Leslie Old Arm Jr.
Yeah.
What I say there, boy? Bring me another mint julep. Why is the help sitting down over here?
Oh, y'all some of them progressives.
Are we even going to talk about the elephant in the room?
Am I the elephant?
Yeah, you're the elephant.
A little black ass elephant is what you All right, you finished. As with the last one, you see it has a huge cast right there. And the story with this one, which, I mean, you got a lot of it from the trailer right here, but I'll go ahead and tell you a little bit more. So the plot with this is that you have a group of rich friends, at least rich as we see them today, but the old friends, they knew each other back when they were poor and drunk, and they call themselves the Disruptors. And they have this annual meetup at this billionaire Tech Bros Island, where they play this murder mystery game, this fake murder mystery game. However, with what's his name, Benoit Blanc, with the world's greatest detective present at the uninvited, by the way.
Right.
So wasn't invited.
Uninvited at the party. Detective Benoit Blanc, if he's there and he's uninvited, well, there's sure to be a real murder that's going to happen very soon. Now, when I watched this, this is not going to ruffle some feathers. It's not going to jive with a lot of popular opinions out there. But there is so much bad writing in this movie. Okay, I'm just letting you know. So many tropes I hate. You got the world's greatest detective who not only figures things out way too quickly, but just stops to do a whole long explanation about how he did this and how he did that, and just brag about how he caught the killer or the perpetrator or whatever's going on. Which, by the way, when he explains it, makes it way more unbelievable. He goes, you would have been better just shutting the hell up and just, accepting accomplishments and getting the hell on out of here. Characters scrape by on luck or just some form of lazy writing that happens. Characters are so broad and so stereotypical, should they be too silly for a clue game? if you ask me, my humble opinion, sir. Stale soap opera tropes and subplots that happen. Stale like old chewy, nasty ass tortilla chip.
Damn, do I sense some more bullshit?
You're going hard.
Yeah, I'm going hard. I'm right off the bat, and almost a science fiction subplot, straight out of a Tyler Perry movie. Straight out of that damn acrimony. I ain't gonna tell you what it is, but you see you'll see for yourself. And to cap it all off, it is over 2 hours long, almost 2.5 hours long, right there. Yeah.
Well, so is Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar 3.
He loved that.
Yeah, but that was in 3D. Shit, I don't know if I want to be hanging out with
All
you
right.
in 3D right here.
Black Panther.
Yeah, well, what about Black Panther?
It was over 2 hours.
That's Black Panther. Man, you gonna sit up here and try to compare Benoit Blanc with
Damn
Benoit White with Black Panther? Get the hell on out of here, man. Get the hell on out of here. So why the hell did I have so much fun with this? Why does this work so well? I sat up there and was almost mad at Rian Johnson. I was like, man, how the hell are you pulling this off? I mean, all this stuff, it's legitimate. If somebody criticized those things and told me that this was some old bullshit, I'd be like, yeah, you got a point. I mean, I watched this and I complained about these very things in any other movie. You know, but I think the reason why it works is because I think Rian Johnson, he embraces the bad, because a lot of those tropes and subplots and things that I'm talking about, a lot of those things, you know, if you get down to the old-fashioned, you know, classic Agatha Christie, you know, murder mystery, you know, a lot of those things are in there.
Oh, yeah.
And you can't really do an ode to those things without doing those things.
I mean, you can.
Well, yeah, you
but,
can.
But it's more fun to throw them in there.
But that's the point. He's actually, Rian Johnson, the writer and director, you know, he's having fun paying ode to those to that genre, to that very classic murder mystery format. You know, I mean, he's intentionally putting in the tropes, if you ask me, to have fun with those things, man. He doesn't try to avoid them at all. You know, he loves them, I think. I'm sure he was probably that, you know, that weird kid in the house who was watching Murder, She Wrote with all the old people. Reading those, you know, what Hercule Poirot, you know, Murder on the Nile, whatever it is.
Yeah, Death on the
Death
Nile.
on the Nile. Yeah. Well, I am no detective.
Murder on the Orient Express. Death on the Nile.
I combined both of them, saved you some time. You know, he probably played a lot of Clue. You know, I mean, he's purposely doing this, you know, and I think it's a good indicator that he's doing this on purpose, given that this is even more comedic than the first one.
Yeah. It's clearly much more of a comedy, practically a cartoon.
No, it is.
Especially the second half.
Yeah. You know, for me, where those things might be trite, he made them clever with his sense of humor. You know, this is more of a comedy than the last one. And I think that he does a good balancing act with the comedy because it's playful. I mean, look, it's downright silly sometimes. You know, let's not play. You know, hardly any of this is taken seriously by him at all, and it's very much over the top. I mean, you got a tech bro that lives on an island that looks like the island of a Bond villain.
Yes.
Who created this crazy ass form of energy, you know, that is straight up science fiction. Again, something from a Bond movie.
Yeah.
You know, the characters are over the top. You know, you got a dumb model, a genius scientist, a politician. You know, you got a sexist Twitch influencer bro. You know, listen, this shit is almost a Hanna-Barbera cartoon. You know,
Might as well have Yogi Bear and Grape Ape.
yeah. if damn Daniel Craig is Benoit Blanc, if he showed up with a talking animal sidekick, I would have been like,
Yeah,
sure,
why
all
not?
right. Hey, I mean, he probably would have been dating him because he got a little snagglepuss in him. Oh, Benoit, who's the mystery at? Oh, I hope I'm not next, even.
You just say that because he wears ascots.
I do.
That's
In the
funny.
pool.
That's funny because he was watching. I was like, "Huh? Does it look cool? Is he bringing him back?" I was like, "No, never mind."
No, hell no. I mean, he looking straight up like an old ass Fred from Scooby Doo. Look at that ass.
That's who Fred becomes once Mystery Inc. is over.
He comes out, he's gay. I gave up the dog and those meddling bitches to work on my own. Thank you very much.
And now I affect a southern accent.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit of flair.
That dog and that old pothead. They were never worth my time. Yet I think the thing is, Rian Johnson, I think he worked kind of backwards. I think he takes the mystery seriously. And I say take it seriously enough to put a bunch of clever twists and turns together. And then he works backwards from there, saying, you know what, let's just have fun. So while this isn't old, but I don't think it spills over into a really goofy or bad parody or spoof of that genre that he's that he's paying respects to.
Well, it's comedic, but it kind of takes itself seriously. Not too much, not too seriously,
Yeah.
but just enough to stay on target and
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
become something like Airplane or a Freeberg and Seltzer movie.
Exactly. You know, I mean, he does take the murder plot seriously, but everybody else around it he's just having, you know, somewhat of a goof with that. Like I said, I think what happens is that the murder mystery part just allows him to go in and play with our expectations. You know, there's plenty of twists throughout the movie, plenty of turns. He plays with the narrative structure of the movie. You know, he plays with time, and I think what's cool about that is that he often forces the audience to put things together themselves, because at first it can be very disjointing when you pop up with a character that you didn't really see before, or did you? Or there's, you know, where are we here with this? They didn't meet already. What's happening here? You know, you know, when you do that, it's fun to see how all those elements tie in, and how also all these characters tie in together. You know, what brings them in, what is going on between them that might make them a killer, possibly. I don't know. You know, I enjoyed that. I talked to someone today who did not enjoy this at all, and that's what I mean, because when I say a lot of this is bad writing, now I can sit up here and, you know, be the film critic who likes this and give you all the reasons why. Oh, he's doing that on purpose. Oh, he's playing with your expectations. Oh, he meant for to do that. And I could do all that. But honestly, if somebody said that shit was dumb, I'd be like, yeah, I can't say nothing.
It does no good to tell that person, like, well, he was doing this on purpose, because like that was their experience, and you're not going to erase that from them.
No, not at all. No, not
You're
at
not
all.
going to talk them out of it, like, oh, he was trying to be stupid.
And you know what? You must be stupid too if you like.
Yeah, you're stupid to fall for it.
But really, okay. Now here's where all that aside, maybe all the, you know, the film critic jargon that I'm putting on this, maybe between that person not liking it, you know, and which I understand. For me, what it really came down to is, I don't care what the director's trying to do. You know, I don't care about the writing or whatnot. Did I have fun with this? And that's what it comes down to. It's just fun. And it's done the right balance for me with that fun. You know, like I said, I think Rian Johnson had his serious face on when initially writing the core mystery, and then pulled back and said, all right, let's just all have a good time leading up to whatever the mystery is, whenever we solve the case. I really enjoyed that. You know, and it seems that way when you get with the cast, because the cast, you know, this cast that he has, which, you know, again, it's an all-star cast. Everybody else seems to be having fun with it right off the bat. I mean, it's set up like a party in a way. So I think it creates this mood for you where you already are having fun with these people who are coming in. And look, either they're going to be, it's going to depend on how you approach these characters in the beginning. Either they can be stereotypes that are too broad and you've seen them over and over again, or if they start to make you laugh, because one of them, what's her name here?
Kate Hudson.
Kate Hudson. She's just dumb.
Yeah.
They're like, how'd you even get money?
She's probably my favorite character, though.
I really know. I liked her. She said listen, some of these things she said was so dumb that they were just funny, and they never made her such a ditz that she annoyed me.
Right.
I actually for all the types that these characters are, they never, and they are types, but they never cross into a point where they are such types that they annoy me.
All together now. 1, 2, 3.
Snap.
Ma, where's my spear gun? I got it packed. Babe, get packed.
What's that? I don't know.
Boy, I wish she had gone.
Yeah, right?
Like when Benoit Block was telling everybody how they saw the case, like, who gives a fuck? who cares, boo? that's
She would have balanced it out.
yeah, she would. That was Dave Bautista, whatever his character's name is. That's his mom in there, man. Like I said, he's the sexist Twitch bro that's in the movie. I think everyone is good in the movie. Like I said, having a good time. Man, Dave Bautista, he's
getting better.
He is, man. Dave Bautista, the thing with Dave Bautista is that he wants to act. I feel like he's been wanting to do this for so long. He's like a kid, man.
But we've seen him in stuff serious, and he did a good job.
Yeah, no, he did. I just think that he's a kid that's always wanted this.
Sure.
You know, and he's doing, man, he's earning it. He's so funny, man. And he's really good, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does with some serious roles. He's going to be in that M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh, is he?
He
Yeah,
plays
the one that comes out in February.
scary ass Mormon or something.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Because he was good in Hotel Artemis and even Blade Runner.
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
Yes, he was. I think that's a great thing you said, Julian. Now he's getting better because I felt the exact same way with him.
I think there's a big thing that came out today. It was like the wrestlers that become actors, and everybody was saying like he was the best one out of all of them. Like out of The Rock, John Cena, they say he's the best.
Listen, I've always said this, and you can go back and look at I think it might have been with Blade Runner that we said this. I've always said that he's nothing against Dwayne Johnson, but Dwayne Johnson always be
Dwayne Johnson's playing Dwayne Johnson
all the time.
Yeah.
And if you got $1 billion for being the person you are, you do it too. So I don't blame him. But
Sure.
Dave Bautista actually plays different
Yes.
people.
Yes,
Yes,
he has
he does.
range.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I still might be limited range, but he tries.
range nonetheless.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying, man. It was really good to see Edward Norton back.
Yeah,
it's always good to see him
I
in
ain't seen his
something.
ass since Incredible Hulk.
I know, man.
No. Motherless Brooklyn was one of the last things.
Oh,
he
that's
was in.
right. That's right. And still, what I love about Edward Norton, still just being the asshole that he is. Now, I'm not saying that he's that in real life, but he plays a lot of just Weasley characters,
Weasley,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, and listen, he plays a tech bro billionaire. What the hell you expect him to be, except an asshole?
But if anyone can name the killer,
Everybody don't give a
tell
fuck.
me how they achieved the murder,
How can I fuck his night off? Yeah, he's sitting up there thinking right now, what can I do? I already know the answer.
It's actually pretty obvious.
All these dumbasses. Listen, with whatever anybody thinks about this movie, I will say this movie was ahead of the game on one thing, and that is talking about how billionaires are just sometimes lucky idiots. You know, the timing on this movie is great because I just went on a rant the other day, and people have been saying this, how billionaires are just being exposed for being lucky.
Oh, yeah. Having family
having
money.
legacies, are stealing people's ideas or whatever.
Sure.
You know, it's just, this was made before all this came out.
And especially lately with them being egomaniacs.
Yes, yeah.
Because you man, I just kept thinking about this, like, there's no reason we should know what Elon Musk or J.K. Rowling are thinking.
Yeah.
And yet they feel compelled to let us know.
And yet, I'm glad we did find out what they're thinking. Because now we know they're a bunch of idiots and assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, boy, Elon Musk went from being the richest guy on the planet to being one of the dumbest guys on the planet.
Right. And his whole...
the smartest guy on the planet to being the dumbest guy on the planet.
Yeah.
Span of 2
His
months.
whole, like, well, I used to be with the left, but now they go so woke. It's like, no, you like them because they liked you because you made electric cars.
Yeah.
And once you shot your mouth off and people are like, hey, we don't like this. Well, I hate them too.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, shut your ass up. Big
Sorry,
old-
we ain't talking about that right now.
Big old baby.
We could,
ass.
though, but we ain't.
Yeah. Janelle Monáe. You know, you're talking about people who were not originally actors being really great. I mean, Janelle Monáe's always been good.
Yeah, she has.
Always
It's
love
like,
her.
why she even bother to sing? She should just act. No, nothing wrong with
Can I
singing.
do
but
both, Martin?
I guess.
She was amazing, but boy, did I hate her ass in the first half.
You did?
But there's a reason why.
Yeah. I liked her, man. But I'm partial to her because I really like her.
You hated her in the first half?
I'm just like, this character's dull.
Oh.
She doesn't do anything. But
Okay.
hey, Ryan Johnson said, I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm beginning to love Leslie Odom Jr., man. But they did his ass dirty gluing that damn hair on his face right there.
I know. He's supposed to be smart, and he's walking around with
Yeah.
facial hair like that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, clearly you have no friends.
Yeah, I mean, let him walk around that facial hair, which they found this. Look like they just picked up some hair off the barber floor and just glued it to his face. Looking like Jamie Foxx's stand-in. But it did him bad. I mean, that hair and everything, all of it
the
looks
hair
fake.
with the hat? No.
No, all of that looks
No.
fake. Man, spirit gum underneath there.
Spirit
I know.
gum.
He right there. He's trying to put it back on.
Yeah, keep it from falling off. That was no need for that.
No.
There was no need
It's
for that character.
distracting.
It is. There was no need for that character to have that fake ass facial hair on his face at all. He could have been just as smart without it. Boy, but Daniel Craig is having the time of his life with this. This man, he's hamming it up in the best way because he is just like a pig in shit right now. He is so happy to not be Bond.
Yeah, he sure is.
He got that Bond money, but don't have to do anymore. That fool is out there. I mean, it shows. Just in this movie, he's out there drinking vodka and dancing his ass off. Look at this. Living his best life, as they say.
Damn. We never saw this side of him in James Bond.
And that's why he didn't like it, because he said, shit, y'all ain't seen the real me yet. Yeah, look at yeah, kiss my ass, James
I know,
Bond.
what is this?
Yeah, it's a vodka commercial.
Oh, really?
It's written about the title with
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi, yeah. Yeah, shit. He said, I'm loose now.
Give me another shot.
He's drunk off his ass.
Would you like a martini, Mr. Bond? Hell no. Give me a screwdriver.
Yeah, I think they actually wanted him to do Bond, and he's like, no, hell no, this is what you gonna get right here. Yeah, this right here. You gonna get the real me. Shit, unless you want this version of Bond right here. Not the Bond with his vodka. But yeah, listen, he's loving his role and it shows. Another reason why I like this movie, because I just like seeing him enjoy himself. I mean, it just goes to show how great an actor he is.
What's a cartoon character, but he makes it, he puts life into it. It'd be easy to do this where it's just a surface and very broad. It's broad, but not too much. Like you believe in him. Matter of fact, I completely forget that he's English watching this.
Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah, he's... maybe that's why I let it slide, because I know that he goes from James Bond to being this old country southern lawyer or whatever, you know, and this, and you know, if somebody else had done it, I might be a little harsher on it, but you know, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I just enjoyed watching him have fun with it. Another thing with this, the sets are beautiful in this movie, man. You know, this just the you know, we joked about him, the tech bro played by Edward Norton, having this James Bond villain compound lair over here, but it is amazing.
Yeah.
The inside of it, where he has all these works of art, especially all this glassware. It's very slick, very sexy, very modern. If it was like a James Bond villain lair, it's a hipster Bond villain that's up in there, full of pop art mostly. But it's a big thing that revolves around the Mona Lisa in there. I won't say anything else about that, but I will say if you pay attention to all that art, especially the Mona Lisa, for those who think that this is a dumb movie, that is one of the smart things. It says a lot about Edward Norton's character without spelling it out for you. And, you know, it says a lot about what we see with billionaires today. Actually like that a lot with this. Cameos in this movie. Not going to name them, but there are a lot of cameos in here. It's almost like a game, because some of the cameos you don't even see. But they're there.
Oh.
Yeah, you know.
What's the point?
Damn. Well, fuck it then. If I can't see him. Come out wherever you are, asshole.
Marlon Brando was in there. He was. Yeah, he was dressed up like a stormtrooper. All right.
I like that. If you knew what it was, it would be funny.
Okay.
It's to add humor to it.
Okay.
Also, it's to say, you know, I always have these people in my movies right here. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, and further adds to the humor. And there is one visual that got me good with this. Even got my mama, because she was walking.
You took your mama to see it?
No, we watched it on
watched
Netflix.
it on Netflix.
Yeah, I was in Waco when I
Okay.
watched it. She was standing there and she watched some of it because she thought I was messing up her TV. Because her TV's digital, but she don't mess with none of the features on there. So she don't have no. She ain't got nothing. She even took cable away. So I just said, "The hell with it. I'm gonna set up my own little thing up on here." And I went and set up Netflix, and she stood there. What you doing on my TV? You gonna put it back now, right? so I think, yeah, I am. So, you know, since you're here, why don't you sit your ass down and just watch the movie? She watched some of it, and yeah, there was a gag in there that got her real good. Got me too. Laughed at that. You know, my final praise of the movie here is that I do like how these are set up as true anthologies, and I hope they continue that way. Because Mia was watching this with me, and she said, "Now, am I missing anything? Do I have to watch the first one?" I was like, "No, this
completely on its own.
This is a standalone. I mean, listen, maybe some things are small references, but for the most part, they're hardly there.
Yeah.
This is this like a TV show. You just walk in on the episode and it's self-contained, and you can enjoy it that way. And I hope they keep it like that, because I think it works very well with this character here, and it works like a TV show in the best way. Listen, it's comedic murder mystery that never becomes, as I said, so goofy that it doesn't respect the genre. And I thought it was very entertaining.
I read a lot of murder mysteries. And so when I watched the first one, and I think the first one's good, I'm just not in love with it, because one of the things that kept me from falling in love with it was that I knew who the killer was instantly. I just looked around and I know the way these things go. It's this person.
Yeah.
And so I sat through the whole movie going, it's them, it's them, it's them, it's them, and then it was them. And this time, I wasn't quite able to do that. Like early on, I was like, I know. But they had enough going on to make me doubt myself. It opens with people getting a puzzle box. And this movie is a puzzle box.
Yeah.
Because it's not just, hey, the who done it or who murdered this person. It's all right, you thought you were going to get this, but now it's, wait, somebody else has died. And this links to something that happened before. That's actually the bigger murder mystery. And you got the mystery of, why is this guy here who everybody says was not invited? You don't feel like, well, here we go again. It's the same thing all over again. It gives it that, yes, it's what a sequel should do. Yes, you feel like you're in the vein of the other movie, but you're bringing something else to the table. I do think it's just a bit too long. Yeah, there's a point where I'm starting to feel it in the second half. But it was very enjoyable. I liked it more than the first one.
Yeah, and if I had watched this in the theater, I might have felt the length. But I'm watching it at home.
Yeah, yeah.
You pause it whenever you want to.
I paused it a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I paused it a couple of times because I was trying to fix my mom's TV because she had the contrasting color all off.
Oh, no.
So
Everybody's green.
Yeah, I kept stopping and trying to figure it out. I just gave up after a while, which is another testament to this movie, because the movie was so entertaining to me that I forgot all those technical things that were going on with it. But yeah, Julian.
So I haven't seen this movie in like a month. So,
oh, that's right.
Yeah, I saw it way early.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I'm kind of going off of just memory straight up. But man, like I said earlier, Knives Out, the first one, was actually one of my favorite movies of that year, especially because I didn't know what the hell was going on until I actually saw the movie. And then going into the second one, the first half of the movie, I was kind of like, this ain't living up. This ain't living up. And there's something that happens at that middle point, and then it goes all the way to the second half. And I'm like, I'm enjoying this one way more than I'm enjoying the first one, man. Hey, I'm giving this a higher score than I gave the first one.
What you give it?
Full price.
Full price?
High full price.
High full price. What about you, Mark?
It's a high matinee.
High matinee. And I hate being, that person. It's because some people say, man, just give it a straight this or that. But I'll be in the middle of these two. I'm gonna give it a low full price.
The middleman.
The middleman over here, which is what I was gonna give it anyway. I was gonna give it a low full price because
Yeah.
I open up talking about the writing could be, a little cliche and tropey and just bad sometimes, but really made it up in its entertainment factor, man. I really did enjoy this. It's one of the most enjoyable movies I've seen this year, man. It's so enjoyable that it's weird because I don't. Besides just the twists and turns and playing with time and making those things connect in kind of a clever way, I don't think the writing is that strong outside of that. But it would be, just for the fun factor, it would be on my list of one of the best movies of the year, unless I start making it and it gets pushed out. But I really had a lot of fun with this. And listen, it helped. I was sitting up there drinking my mama's wine and laying on the couch.
Sweet Lucy.
Sweet, I took a picture of that wine. The mystery of the sweet wine is solved. My mother loves this syrupy wine. I just start drinking it anyway. I'm just used to it now.
Sure.
I did feel like the ending was a little cartoonish, but
It was very cartoonish.
It was. Even like like the twist, you're like, oh, we going soap opera on this. Okay.
Yeah. We should. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, we know it's ridiculous, y'all. But they know it. They know it. So good for you. So all right. So yeah, it's a low full price for me. Had a great time with it. Wish I had seen it. Wouldn't know what it is. But I think it's a great crowd pleaser too.